Hello, everyone watching at home. Welcome to another special episode of A Psychic's View. Today I have Courtney Dillon. Hello, Courtney.
Hi, I'm excited to be here.
Basically, if you're new to this segment, all I'm trying to do is connect with
Mm.
people that I love traveling with, that I think are talented and curious and fun, so I can show other people the ease in
Mm.
which we can embody our psychic abilities and interdimensionally travel to learn information, to embody new frequencies and codes in our physicality to share with others, and
Mm.
that this mystical realm is actually our innate gift to travel to.
Yeah,
So, Courtney, welcome. I met Courtney through watching Channeling Eric, and then
yeah,
I
a little
remember
while ago.
a long time. I remember watching
Yeah.
your videos being like, I love this person. And I don't think I didn't have encoded frequencies. Courtney's session is the reason that I started, because in a session with you, you were like, I think you need to start a YouTube. And I was like, no,
I
don't
know,
do that.
you're kind of resistant, but here we are. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Courtney, maybe explain, I don't know, it's always hard to explain what you do, but for anyone listening, what do you do?
What do I do? Well, people come to me for guidance, or they're wanting to talk to a loved one, or they're wanting to talk to their, star family or guides. And so basically, I just tune into their energy and we work through whatever they're bringing. So it just depends.
Courtney is so psychic. Like, you're probably the most psychic person that I've ever met. Just your ability to connect to anyone on the other side is second to none. So I recommend checking out her YouTube channel that she's adding more to, and all of her new offerings. Okay, so
Okay.
question number one for a psychic's view is, how in your life has learning to interdimensionally travel affected you? Like, what are the
Mm.
benefits that you see in learning to use this gift?
Well, I'd say the first thing, how in my life, well, I'd say when I was a kid, I really like didn't understand how to manage it or use it properly. And so what happened was I ended up kind of like shutting it down and like
Did you
not
come in online? Did you just come in like,
kind of, yeah,
damn,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
hardcore?
So, I mean, not as I think I've like honed it a lot, but I had stuff going on as a kid, and then I sort of shut it down to just be normal, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the birth of my daughter, I was going through like a really hard time, and I started just being like feeling this intense pull to go within and get
Mm-hmm.
quiet. And through that experience, I started opening up and being able to channel and go different places. And what I would say is it's natural, and you remind yourself, you're reminded of like the bigger picture, that we're all part of this, universal family, and that we can decide that we want to connect with, the Pleiadians or whomever. And it's been really just like beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I think most importantly, it helps you, like, we go through this life and we're doing all these like hard things day to day and having to like deal with life. And it just helps you kind of like expand out and remember the larger perspective,
Mm-hmm.
that you are a soul and you're here to remember yourself. Um, and so it can give you a lot of like wisdom and clarity. So,
And a relief too of like,
a
thank
hundred
God
percent.
this isn't
Yeah.
all there
Yeah. Cause you're
is.
like, this isn't it. Like, I don't just
This
have to
can't be
worry about paying
it.
my electric bill or whatever, you know?
One thing
So,
maybe I think other people might wonder, when you say that your channel opened, do you feel like you did a course or you read a book, or do you think it's something that happened innately from within, where you gave yourself enough space to learn to explore that on your own?
I think it was a couple things. I think looking back, it was something about, for me, like giving birth. like
Mm.
actually sort of activated something that was dormant or had been there but then went dormant. And
Hmm.
then it wasn't necessarily even about like time or physical space, because honestly, I was a single mom, so I didn't have either of those things really. But it
Hardcore.
was about it was this like it was really like a dark night. It was
Yeah.
like this intensely difficult journey that I found
Hmm.
myself on really quickly with my daughter.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm super grateful for it now, but it was just really hard. And I had to like go within because my external world was not easy, you know? And
Yeah.
so, that's like the honest answer. It wasn't,
Yeah.
butterflies and rainbows for sure. But I think,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of us, a lot of people, at least in my work and my clients, wake up through these really powerful experiences that are not easy. So,
Hmm. And then did you just start traveling around and have people come and visit you? Like I know that you speak to a lot of people on the other side, which I don't feel like I speak to like people that used to be humans that much
mm.
unless I really try. Like what realm opened up to you the first?
Yeah, that I think opened up first for me. It was just this norm, it was just like this natural ability. Like sometimes people's loved ones will come to me in dreams and ask me
Hmm.
to give them messages, or they'll just be around. I'll be like,
Yeah,
look, I can't like, you know, I learned how to manage it. So if I'm at like the grocery store, I'll
totally.
be like, I'm just
I'm
buying
with you.
spaghetti. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So,
yeah, yeah.
but that opened up pretty naturally. And then I worked and still work a lot with the Ascended Masters. And that really like shifted something for me, opened up a lot for me. So I would go and ask, and you can do this. So I would ask to go to spirit school at night when I was sleeping.
Very cool.
And you can be taught and instructed, if you all you have to do is ask. So you can start asking to go to spirit school, and you can start learning, and you can, even if you don't consciously remember what you learned, you'll start like having this awareness sort of like drop in. So it's kind of interesting how that happens.
Free
um
school, people.
Free school. Yeah, no, you can do a lot of things actually. The key with all of it is, one, believing that you can do it,
Hmm.
that it's natural and it's part of our ability. And two, I think it's just like asking. Like
Yeah,
we have so much access, but most people don't ask.
yeah. Or they ask and then they don't wait to receive, or their receiving
Oh
channels
yeah.
aren't open, or they get frustrated, or they give up before it's like downloaded.
That, and then, or they think they get something, and I'm guilty of this sometimes, and they think they're making it up. That's a big
Oh yeah,
one.
we said this before we went on the
Yeah.
call. And we
For
were both
fun,
like,
like,
no,
why
but
would you?
it's
Yeah,
like
exactly. So it's just, and what I was shown, one thing I think it's important to know is that we have our gifts and certain frequencies in our gifts and latent abilities, like, and they're dormant within us and they're
Mm.
encoded. And obviously, about all this, but they will be released at certain times. So sometimes we have to kind of like work through things incrementally. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, wow, I have all of these
Here I
abilities,
am.
but it takes like going through it. Does that make
Hmm.
sense? What I'm trying to
Oh,
say? Yeah.
yes.
And
Like
so,
checkpoints, you have to like accrue a certain amount of like ground on your path, and then it's like ding, 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 a little pile of gold. And it's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
yes, now I
Because I
can.
was asking why, I can't remember who told me this, but I was asking, oh, Jesus told me this. I was asking why one time, and he was telling me that, for most of us, our physical bodies could not handle all of our gifts opening up all at once. Like we would
Mm,
feel kind of, it would be
fucked
too,
up.
yeah, you said it.
I said it.
I was like, I don't know if I should say that on your channel, but yes, fucked up. So,
It's true
totally
though. A
fucked
lot of
up.
my came online and it was too much for me. And
Was it?
yeah, it took like 3 years to integrate. I was blown out. I didn't know that I had feet. Like it wasn't good. It's not good to have everything all at once.
Mine was pretty fast.
Yeah.
And I remember going to this party. I took my daughter to like a birthday party, and I was like looking around and I could see and know everything about everyone. And I was like, I gotta leave. I can't handle this. So I
Yeah.
don't recommend that. I think it's better to have it happen over a period of time. But everyone's
So if you're
different.
frustrated out there, I do want to say, like, I know that people on this channel are super psychic and super tapped in and
Mm,
always looking to accelerate their psychic gifts. If your gifts, light language coding,
mm,
channeling, activations aren't fully online, take a breath and be like, that's okay. And that's kind of nice that you're not fully blown out, because the flip side of that is dysregulation and
yeah,
overwhelm. So
yeah.
yeah, maybe there's a reason that it's not fully online right now.
And like
100%.
allow, and this is something that like sometimes I still don't do, but I would say this is like allow things to land. I'm getting better at that.
Like
Like,
integrate them.
yeah, because it's like I used to, and sometimes I still do be like, I want to learn everything from this person and like learn it all and then just like go on to the next thing instead of like, like this stuff takes time, you know?
Hmm.
So,
Oh yeah, I remember I was doing course and course and course, and then someone sat me down. She's like, "If you do one more course, I swear to God." And then in the stopping and in the integration, it's when everything actually was accessible. Like in my physicality, I could
mhm.
actually do that healing or do that protocol or do whatever. And you think that you always need to be doing, but in the resting is actually where everything comes online. But
Mhm.
that's a trick for your brain because that doesn't make sense in the Western world of what we've been taught.
Yeah.
Okay, so then my second question for you is how, and we were talking just before because it's probably been such a long time, but I think on encoded frequencies or for the students that I've seen, going from just 3D
Mm,
brainwave state, waking consciousness, existing human, making dinner, blah, 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 to being actually in another
mm,
dimension, awakened, channeling.
mm, mm.
How do you remember? I guess it's hard. How how do you get into the channeled state, or how could you help someone
Mm.
see different angles of shifting their frequency into that channeled state? How do you prepare your frequency?
Well, I mean, I think there's a couple things. There's a lot, one, believing you can do it. Like that's huge. Just that fundamental belief that
Knowing
I
it.
am a divine, being, I'm a divine creator, and I have the
Mm,
ability to travel that's huge right there. It's almost
mm,
like an opening.
mm.
Um, the
And you
second
can't
thing,
trick yourself for that one. You have to actually, you can't trick yourself in a
no,
belief.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about just this like Pollyanna, like, oh, I'm just gonna believe that. Like
Yeah, yeah,
actually,
yeah.
even if you've gone somewhere and just had a feeling, that's
Mm,
something,
that's
right?
enough. Yeah,
That's
hold on to
enough.
it.
I would
Mm,
also say that like, frequency, it's the mind, but one thing that I've neglected for a long time is just like actually your physical body, like
mm,
taking time to take care of your physical body and
mm,
go outside and connect with the earth energies that will really help your frequency. Um,
stabilize.
and
Mm,
I'd say be gentle and curious, like a kid. Like, when you're a kid and you can just be like, I see a purple unicorn, and you tell all your friends, and you're like, look, unicorns are purple, or whatever, Like I used to like be like that, and then you'll have a parent or a grown up be like,
uh,
unicorns aren't real. There are no
yeah,
such thing as
calm
purple.
down.
Calm down. That's just your
Yeah,
imagination. And then what
yeah,
happens? We shut it down. But
yeah,
that curious child exists within us,
yeah.
as us, and if we connect with that version of ourselves who's like 4, 5, 6 years
Playful.
old, that just likes to be out, talks to the fairies or whatever you used to do, right? Like it
Mm,
doesn't matter the thing, but think if you had an imaginary friend, or think if you used to
mm,
talk to the fairies in the forest, or whatever
mm,
your thing was,
mm,
recognizing that A was real, that was
yeah.
not an imagination, And B, some probably well-meaning adult shut it down. So it's just like connecting with that childlike innocence and just like having fun, I think is, if I like, I don't know about you, but I have fun in my work. I mean, not, sometimes it's hard, but
This right now, I couldn't imagine anything more fun than connecting with cool
right.
people online and traveling interdimensionally and letting people come. This is my top tier joy.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's just like finding something that like lights you up like that, reminds you of
Mm,
that childlike curiosity, because it'll be
mm,
way easier to go from that version of yourself who's like, oh yeah, I
mm.
go to the Pleiades, why not? You know?
Yeah. Then the version of you that's like, I'm trying to master this skill and I
Exactly.
am going to be good
Totally.
at it. And if I don't do it this time, then I have no gifts and no ability. And that's a very valid thought and frequency as
Right. And
well.
like we all do
Yeah.
it. Like I do it too. Like I'm working
Yeah.
or started to write this book, and like for like a few months last year I was like, I've got to write a book. I'm going to do this. And
Yeah.
I would sit down and just be like, you know. And then once I decided that recently, and I've done some work with you and you've helped me, but recently I was just like, okay, what wants to come through me? Right? And then just be like gentle and chill.
Mm,
And
yeah.
that is a totally different approach
Mm,
than I've got to do this, right? Because I think it's just big program that so many of
yeah.
us, especially if you went to like traditional school or whatever
Mm,
and had to like sit there and take all the tests, like a lot of us have these programs of like having to get it right or get the
yeah.
A or whatever the hell, you know?
To see it all, to know it all, it's like in tests, 10% is a fail, but in spirit, feeling something 10% can be the doorway for the next time you're feeling 30%. Like there's no bad
There's no
answer,
bad.
right or wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no bad.
Um,
Yeah.
and then just also like really tracking, and I don't know that this is the I won't go into all this because this is like a long topic, but like starting to track how you receive information,
Yeah.
right? Because I think one of the
Like
things that,
learning yourself, do you mean? Like knowing your
yeah,
own?
because we're all so unique and we all receive information through the filter of ourselves, right?
Mm,
And so noticing if like something lands like a thought like popped in, or you got chills, or you could see
mm,
a color blue, or
mm,
you had a feeling of like peace, right?
mm,
All of those sensations, thoughts,
mm,
emotions, like maybe a memory surfaces.
mm,
None, like what happens is it's like some people, I'm not saying people on this channel are super talented, so it's probably not a lot of people here, but like some people will dismiss the way that they receive psychic information as somehow like not valid as much as the
yeah.
person who's a channeler or whatever.
100%. No, I think people on this channel would feel like that. I think that's just normal life
Yeah,
comparing and
yeah. And so
dismissing yourself.
it's like being like, oh, actually, I decided I wanted to go here, and I saw the color blue. I felt like a sense of peace,
Mm,
and then later on, I had this thought pop in that felt kind of curious. And just
hmm
noticing those three things are like good information of the way in which you tend to receive, right? It doesn't mean
mm,
that you can't receive other ways or other things won't be
mm,
activated within you, but the more that
mm,
you acknowledge, this is one of my guides is talking, the more that you begin to acknowledge your gifts and like
mm,
affirm them, you actually start to strengthen other gifts.
mm.
Does that make sense?
It's reminding me of when yeah, definitely. And I think it will make sense for others. It reminds me of when I first started doing energy healing and Reiki. And now I look back and that was very basic what I was doing. But I remember the first time I saw like a swirling patch in the sacral of orange and three black seeds. And at the time I was like, I'm getting information. This means something. And I thought it was like so profound because I was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, what do the seeds? Okay, there's a blockage. Okay, the pain. And then I go into it. And now I'm thinking like, now I get so much fucking information. It's just like too much information. But it's crazy to think if I had have dismissed or downplayed or diminished seeing orange, that's all I could see for like a year. If I had have given up, oh, you're not going to progress. So it really is actually such a good message of any little thing that you get, validate it times 1,000, hype yourself up and let that be your new normal. And then
and the more will open up.
More.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay. Well, I think today Courtney and I have decided that for our journey, I love taking people places. What I would love to do is maybe, Courtney, you could lead us up there, show us how you kind of shift your frequency. I'm going to invite anyone tuning in to, as you're doing this, I would say find a comfortable space to lay. Don't be like driving, I always say, or if you really want to engage with the felt sense of the frequencies, it's always my intention that the energy is translated as a physical sensation. Put your headphones on. I'll pair the music in the replay, but allow yourself today to see what you need to see or feel what you need to feel. And I'm going to try and speak slower because I always get excited and speak quickly. But something that I've recognized people in the comments saying is, wow, I saw that being before you referenced it. Or wow, I felt feminine pink light, and then you said feminine pink light. So I really want this journey to also be a time where you can validate yourself and think, oh wow, I'm exactly where they are, seeing what they're feeling. Because when we open the group field, no matter what day you're listening to this, whenever you're listening, your frequency in the timelessness of now is also joining Courtney and I in that realm together. So I invite you to come. I invite you to feel. I invite you to receive. We have no idea where it's going to go.
I have no idea, but I think it'll be fun. So
I think it'll be fun too. I'm going to pause here and we'll go into it probably in part 2. I'll cut these ones up, but give yourself some time and space and set your intention before we go in, and I'll see you in the next video.
Okay.
Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to part 2 of A Psychic's View. We have Courtney Dillon. We are basically just connecting into what soundtrack is it? My light body activation soundtrack that you're going to be hearing as well. And we're about to just go on an interdimensional fun journey to connect to the 7 sisters. Courtney was tuning into some Pleadian consciousness. So I invite you to come back to this when you're ready to receive. It's always my intention that your energy body is upgraded and you feel the energetic frequencies. I might just open the channel for a minute and just set the frequency.
Yeah, they're asking you to do that.
Yeah, I can feel. If you're new to light language, just let the codes and frequencies wash through and around and remind you. I set sacred space now. And I invite everyone to just visualize opening just a small channel of light over your crown. And just visualize white waterfall of light sealing off your own energetic field. Wow, there's so many pinks here. Courtney, you bring a presence with you. Wow. And then just place your hand on your heart. And before we go in, this is your time to receive. This is your time to feel met and loved and understood. Bring to mind, bring to heart anything that you might be just struggling with or working through or working on at this time. And know this is a safe space that you may be able to access any frequency, energy, activation, clearing that you need at this time. So Courtney, I'll hand it over to you and feel free to guide us and show us, explain what you see and what you sense so we can come with you.
Okay. So they're all, oh man, there's a ton of them. Hi. I can't even see them. Okay, but they're showing me they're going to stand like in
Wait,
a
first
circle.
of all, who do you see? Like, do you see any key characters, Phil?
The seven sisters are starting to talk to me, and they said that I can channel them today. I also see, who's over there? Oh, there's a group of Arcturians. Representative. There's a lot of people who are watching today that have Arcturian blood or Arcturian DNA. They're happy to. Oh, there's Lyran felines. Hi. They say a group of about, I'd say 6 Lyran felines. They're speaking in light language telepathically to me, and they're opening up. A male figure is stepping forward. He is grateful for each person who is listening to this today, for they are opening up to their galactic family. He says that they have been waiting for you. The more that you open up and trust, you will begin to understand that you are connected with everyone and everything. He's reminding us also that we can have fun in this process. It's hard for me to go, there's so many. It just sort of feels like...
It feels like a ring of them all around.
Yeah, that's what they're showing us. It was the next thing out of my mouth. They're standing in what looks like a big circle. And they said that if you would like, you can imagine yourself in the center of the circle. And you can receive, open to receive to this beautiful, and it looks like blue light. And they said that you can channel the frequency as you feel it, Katie, if you want. And I'll...
Yeah, I feel like there's codes that want to come through.
I agree.
I would like to use the amalgamation of their frequency. There's a cleansing, just an initial purification that I would like to run on the auric field. I don't usually like to talk about attachments, but I feel like some people... Let's just open it. If you're ready to release any density, attachments, family members, anyone that's unconsciously you've allowed to plug into your frequency or to be hiding in your energy systems, this is like a purification upgrade. Symbiosis, they're saying. And it's like a tornado of light just about to move, starting at the crown. You don't need that anymore. And old layers and fabrics of self that you've been holding on to and gripping and claiming as your personality, that have been playing it safe, been playing it small, been playing it diminuendo. Have the bravery now to just say thank you, like a child parts with their little teddy at age 7 or 8. And Christ, like Jesus, is just opening a portal of golden light, like right above this field that's being created, and we're just going to draw that into source, into God. Release your inhibitions. And just a tube of light coming from your throat. We're just clearing your throat chakra as well. People at home, just shift your shoulders and move your body a little minute. Randomly political environments are being released as well. They're just saying release any heavy ideologies or attachments you have to governmental systems, societies, bodies, belief structures, programs. For where we are headed today is an insight to the domain or the structures or systems of the infinite, of the all, of the one. And I feel like that's something that all of these beings share as, like, you could call them council members of a higher light. That's not necessarily what they are, but you could, do you feel that, Courtney? Like you could...
Yeah, they are, definitely.
Yeah, maybe you describe what you sense about that.
Okay, the seven sisters are talking. They're saying that you can call us council members of light, but we are one of you, in fact. Light is a term to describe the very essence of the field of thought before thought. You are called to remember yourself as this light now. They're going to channel their frequencies now.
I can see it.
Yeah.
It looks like a golden... The way that they're coming to me is so divinely compassionate, but boundaried and wise and like really structured and sturdy. I feel like how my brain interprets like high frequency nuns, I don't mean it like that, but they come to me in like I feel like I see them as like a uniform collective, and I see this like kind of how like DNA spirals. I see these two golden channels. So if you want to just open your crown and receive the remembrance codings of
like wise grandmother energy.
Like really loving, but kind of really firm as well. Like I feel like I could ask them a question and they would tell me honestly where I'm not doing good enough, or if I am. Maybe we could ask them how people could best utilize a friendship with them or a connection to them.
Okay. She's saying that what's happening right now is a siphoning of attention. That is, a dark force is trying to siphon your attention. It's becoming, for humans, some humans are becoming fragmented, but in order to connect with them, it's to call back the parts of your attention that have been fragmented in various ways, to call back the energies that you have lost, been siphoned, or allowed to be stolen through, she's showing me like phone, like technology. It's to call these energies back to yourself and to allow this elemental wisdom to return to you now. It's like a remembrance, actually.
Can I run that particle activation through everyone? So feel as you stand in this formation, your energy body is in the center with... Oh, I love these things so much. Your energy body is in the center. Visualize putting your phone on the ground for a minute and kicking it out of your auric field. And I'm just going to create a boundary of golden light that's going to magnetically pull any tethers, power, cord, beliefs. Even they're saying if you've like been a keyboard warrior, does that make sense? Like if you've commented crazy shit on or even just like an emotionally charged sentiment that has chosen a side about a topic, if that makes sense. We're creating a sphere of neutralization to restructure and harmonize, because that's what they want. They wanted the divisiveness. They wanted the entitlement to feel like your voice is being heard in that channel, but actually it's being like manipulated, you could say.
Yeah, it's like an echo chamber. That's what they're showing me.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna run that now. Just white light down the central energy channel of your being, and you have to want to disconnect as well, because some of you are getting validation. They're saying you're validating yourself through these online portals, and it's actually, instead of validating from within, you're getting these dopamine hits or these data points of yes I'm good, but they're all external. And guess what? The people you're validating yourself against have also fractaled out, so it's like diminished. It's like an 1/8 and then 1/16 and then 1/32. It's fractaling out into these like weaker versions of self. So cooling back for this being, all wisdom, all sentiment, all power that they've placed in other people, situations, things, instantly transmuting and dissolving into that golden ring. And they're showing me these little like crystals or diamonds coming into your heart, coming into your energy body. And some of you lost at age 7, like a long time ago, from school.
Yeah, that intense programming, it happens at age 7. Wow. They're using a lot of pink for the jewels.
Just feel that energy. I'm gonna pause. Just feel everybody. It's yours, so you can call it back right now and just have it back because it belongs to you. And they're saying it comes. I feel like the 7 sisters are just very divine feminine energy is saying, allow the frequency of what is returning to come with an apology to self that you allowed or enabled or had to live in this fractalized version, because the serenity and the sensitivity you can show yourself at this time with compassion, with softness, with an absence of judgment, or how could I have been so, and a focus on, wow, of course I didn't feel whole, look at what I endured, or look at what I experienced. So let the frequencies be surrounded by this compassionate sense of self. Just let your inner children drink from the fact that they're being validated now for what they didn't. Can you feel that, Courtney? Like all these little inner children. What do you sense?
I see all these little children, but I see like little fairies around. They're also saying hi. And we're being validated and remembering God's original curiosity that we have.
Just a frequency of validation for all particles of you as a child, 7 and below or 12 and below. The innocence, the curiosity. We are sorry if you were, I'm gonna cry, sorry. That's just a frequency saying we are sorry if you were ever hit. We are sorry if you were ever judged. We are sorry if you were ever diminished. We were sorry if you were ever neglected.
They're showing me. Sorry.
No, you
They're
go.
taking people in their arms, the little children, and holding them. And it's a reminder to hold yourself and hold this child that's within you. They're saying over the next 72 hours to spend time doing this.
Because I sense there's like 14 different versions of your inner children that are being repaired. It doesn't seem to me like there's just one isolated fractal of the self. Do you feel that?
That's right. It's to call forth the version of yourself who most needs love and attention, and give that version of yourself, like imagine that version of yourself and you sitting together and you're holding that child who may have gone through unspeakable things, they're saying.
And they're saying, even they're showing me like, imagine a twin version of that inner child, and imagine that the one that is in your arms is the one that felt hurt and broken. They're showing me an exact replica of one completely in a golden casket of light. Yeah. This is the quantum version of your inner power, your inner unfractured self. So just see and sense for a minute a very deeply golden warrior power force of light. That is you, that is your inner strength. You are all here and you did not leave. They're saying, so let yourself hold yourself now, and just let's create a few minutes of silence where you can interface between those two versions. What would your empowered, strong, connected version say to your inner child? Maybe they're wiping their tears or holding them tight. Courtney, what do you sense?
The fractals of the quantum golden child are integrating as you allow it. It's like moving into you.
They're like
it's
merging.
Almost like merging. That's what I was going to say. Merge wants to happen. Yeah.
Oh, this feels really nice. Let the version of you that's hurt completely dissolve into liquid light, and allow breathing to your solar plexus. I would like just to dissolve any memories, repeating narratives, looping thoughts, or stories that you've told yourself about your childhood, not to be like eradicated, but in the shift there is an allowing of an alternative perspective, you could say the word is. So just feel your solar plexus open. Because those particles of pain are actually being utilized for something else. They're being transfiguration, transmutation, transmuted. Into joy, into freedom, into hope.
And they're saying that the storyline of what happened will begin to shift for you, and you will see the storyline now from a place of empowerment, how you went through whatever happened so that you could come into your full power in this lifetime. Ooh, I have chills.
Ooh. I'm hearing take. Okay, just place your hand on your heart and just say aloud, I now take full responsibility to own and honor, care and cherish. And I am the conductor of my manuscript. And I choose to be the most empowered version for the liberation of myself and others. And just one moment, there are all these books, metaphorical books are showing me around, like journals where you're like, but they did this to me, and remember when this person and this and this and this. I just like to open up, like the Arcturians I see like out in the corner of the ring. I'd like to just open up a wormhole, a portal of light. It's not, you don't, if you feel like you're ready to release the storybooks, the narratives, I'm just going to set an active channel of energy. Whew.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh my God.
It's good though. It's good. Goodbye.
Let's be thorough.
There's one in the corner.
Ooh.
It's like a black one. Do you see that over there?
Yep, I feel it in the spine. I feel like this is really me as well. I'm like, oh, look at
I think it's me too. I was like, oh, get rid of it. Burn a couple of those.
Yeah. Okay. I set a timer for that to be continuing for about 15 minutes while we move on, but just declare in this moment, here I am. I'm ready to release the narratives, the distortion, the templates, old perspectives that keep me attached to the dormant versions. They're not even old, they're just not active at all. Okay. Should we go up? Should we go up and explore like the 7 sister realms of the Pleiades?
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah. We're just asking for permission. And I see all this like golden light. And I see what looks like a crystal temple. And there's a path, and it looks like quartz crystals. And around the quartz crystals, there's like these almost like jewels, emeralds, sapphires. And we can walk up to this palace made of, it looks like a quartz temple.
Everyone look at just for a second, look at Courtney's energy body. I see you very, very tall and slender, and you're wearing this like beautiful like robe. And your heart just reads purity, presence, patience. I feel like you're a guide that helps and assists, I feel like crying, souls to the other side or souls to other dimensions. Like I think this is your job, like a part of your job is this, like you always are doing this. Wow.
Yeah, that may be why I'm a medium in this life.
Wow, look how, so just everyone tuning in for a moment, and I invite you all just to pause before we go into the castle. Look around and sense how many other light bodies are here in this journey with you. Are your children who are unborn with you right now? Are your pets on the other side with you, right?
Somebody's grandmother is saying hello to me with you.
Are your Pleadian family here? Just for a minute, arrange your perception in this dimensional realm and just look down at your own energy body. What are you made of? Or sense. I feel like we're in a 9th dimensional what type of frequency do you feel like we've traveled to?
Yeah, they're saying 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
quiet.
It's like The noise is just, yeah.
So everyone, just tune into your senses, into the landscape of this arena. Just take a break from the noise. Okay, Courtney, lead us on.
So we can walk toward the temple right now, and notice around you this golden, the colors are a little bit different than the colors on Earth. Like the orange, the light is more saturated. And just notice if you see any variations in colors or colors that you don't recognize on planet Earth, because they are different. Just keep walking.
I feel like the air is thick and the energy is this like cloud of light. Like if I wanted to interact with the fabric of it, I feel like I could make it into something, if that makes sense. Like we just
like
have
a blanket
air.
or something.
Yeah, like a cloud, like how we were in the clouds. I feel like the energy, just bathe in that orangey golden light for a minute. Regenerate your cells, regenerate your senses.
Allow it to clear you, allow it to go through each and every cell of your body.
Wow. I feel that it clears but regenerates at the same time.
Activates too. Yeah. I think they keep showing me these little tiny yellow wildflowers on the path. If you look down at your feet, or almost to the temple, feel the saturation of the color, feel the quartz. They show me that most people who are walking are just bare feet. Like you can feel the energy of the quartz.
I can see my feet and I feel like I'm a priestess or something. Like I can see how long my hair is and I feel my physical human. I feel like I actually have a body, which is interesting because usually I don't feel like I have a body.
You are a priestess.
Yeah. They're just pausing for a minute. Be aware, tune into the luminescence of your heart for a minute. Like take that in, the size and the it's like a cone or a funnel of energy pouring into your heart, and just open and expand that a little more.
They're saying doing that, you can sync with the other beings who are here with us, the hearts of the other beings, and that it will allow you to notice the resonance of your heart day to day. You can tune into the luminescence of your heart when you're walking, or you're bathing your child, or you're making food. It is always available to you. And at any moment, you should notice the field and the luminescence of your own being. And we're arriving now at the steps of the temple. I'm walking about 8 steps. I can see your robe, Katie, this very flowing, beautiful robe. You're a high priestess, they're saying. And when you reach the last step, walk toward the entrance of the temple. They say that they've been waiting for our arrival. You can notice a very old, ancient, beyond ancient door with a ruby knob. Reach down and turn the knob ever so slightly, and the door of the temple will begin to open. Walk through the threshold, for on the other side is also you and the life that you desire to live. They have been waiting, they say. You can take your place in the temple now. If you feel called, you can sit, or you can lie on the stone and receive the radiant energy.
I can see everyone joining us here, and as I look toward the end of the I can almost see like an elongated, like long table where people can take a seat, and I feel this like they look Lyran to me, but there's lots of different beings like waiting at the back, like, you know how like there's like the teacher's lounge, you could call it. There's like this one presence, and I feel like he's my best friend. They're saying, you have created a meeting ground, a connection point for many of the lost souls, the weary travelers, the humans of Earth. Not saying that you're lost, but allow. They're showing me little focus groups or pods. Allow those who have been desperate and dying to connect with you to come and sit with you now at the table. And then they're showing me lots of different beings moving toward, sit in community with the masters of light, with your teachers, with your friends, even with your foes. They're saying like your ancient, there is ancient wisdom about your specific soul path. They're saying that would like to be encoded and inscripted into the manuscript template of your solar plexus, or just of your energy body, because he's saying we are aware that many of you are repeatedly asking the same questions of yourself. What is my purpose? What is my path? What is my destiny? What is my power? And these beings are like a, could you say like a support?
Like a support network?
Yeah, network. So I guess just allow. And they're saying don't be surprised if a very odd looking galactic being comes up, or don't be surprised if like a little girl comes up. I'm gonna make space now and just say I'm ready to receive. And it might be a feeling, a sensation, but you're energetically encoding to them now. 1 minute as that's happening, there is a frequency, like a school bell you could say, but like a frequency transmitter at the top of this space. I'd just like to make one sound, because they're saying and just connect that sound to your crown, because it's going to help synthesize the group. 1 second. It can actually be silent because it's many octaves higher up. So just receive that. Everyone here is being upgraded in their consciousness right now, like their awareness of themselves is being like if you pulled a piece of string cheese and stretched it out to be taller, your energy body is reaching new heights of consciousness. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna be quiet and you can chat to your family members. And they're showing me they're just placing adornments. You know how like someone gets married and someone puts a pin, something white, something blue, something blah blah blah. They're showing me that they all have frequency transmitters, adornments to coagulate into your frequency. It's almost like if you haven't seen someone in ages and they bring you a gift or a parcel and they say, oh, open this later, and there's like treats inside of it or something.
It'll be different for everyone. They're saying they'll be unique depending on what you most need in your life right now. So you can look in your hand and see what's being given to you. Somebody was giving me this book. I had like, and I opened it. It was this writing, which looked like light language and symbols.
Oh, I haven't even met my family. I'm just watching everyone talk to them.
Somebody was just handing it to me. I don't know.
That's so cool. Throughout the space, there's a frequency of courage being transmitted, because I think that I'm going to leave more space in the post-recording and make more space there, but I just have a message. The need to refine your discernment, the need to go within. There are dark forces, and I never really talk about the dark, but this masculine energy, I feel like is Lyran. There are dark forces that seek to delineate you from the path, from the progress. There are sigmas or signals where you might, it's like if you eat a candy bar and you have a burst of energy, but that's fake energy. There are fake dopamine light receptors that you may feel 5 minutes of nourishment from, but afterwards will feel depleted, like how you get dopamine from Instagram or something like this. There are fleets of frequency transmitters. They're showing me over Earth like all these galactic ships coming in, and some are regulating and some are dysregulating. This is cool. I've never seen this before. And there is a specific frequency core of your heart, like a bullshit raider, that we all, I'm paraphrasing, ask you to unite and go within. We encourage you to create networks of trusted, like-minded light beings, like to lean upon as friendships where you can ask the hard questions. If I were to ask Courtney, hey, do you think my channel is clear? Or hey, do you think I'm acting out of integrity when I X, Y, and Z? Does this make sense? There are moments where we do encourage you to, I'm paraphrasing, like, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And we encourage a daily or a weekly scan of your field by just taking your hand and running it along the front of your body and say to yourself, hey, do I have any hooks or plugs or really unconscious energy tethers that may be distorting my light? Does this make sense as a practice?
Yeah, he encourages you to do that weekly, because he's saying that the draw for these dopamine hits is getting a little more intense as the shift is happening on Earth, and they are aware that so many beings are waking up right now, so they are intensifying their efforts to keep people like numb and stressed out and disconnected. So this is an important message to learn discernment in these he says end times.
Yeah, I feel that too. It's really
like,
it's funny. And he's saying on the flip side of that, just for a second, If you in your channel know without a shadow of a doubt that you are pure, that you are bright, that you are purposeful, that you've done the work and you're a leader, you don't need to always question yourself. He's saying,
Correct.
what we encourage you to do is aim a channel of light from your heart into... Okay, let's just set something up. Let's just play a game, everyone, just for fun. Because imagine if thousands of people saw this, tens of thousands. Imagine Earth. And now just imagine that you're holding Earth in your hands, okay, people? And now imagine hovering, imagine the auric field of Earth, right? A matrix, a grid around Earth. And now imagine how a chandelier sits on top of the ceiling. Imagine a crystal or a structure that can hold and sustain light, hovering just directly above Earth. And if you have extra energy to give, if you have extra frequency to spare, if you have extra empowerment that other people can tune into, open your heart now and just project a channel, a beam of light into that structure. And feeling it charge. Feel it charge. Oh, it feels so good. They're saying sing your song, sing your codes, channel your light, dance, move your body, send. And they're saying for the grid keepers out there, or just for anyone, whatever about labels. Now imagine charging the grid around Earth with the amalgamation. Let's manifest, say that 30,000 people tune into this experience. See every light worker projecting their light, color, code, DNA, galactic history, wisdom, knowledge into this. And they're saying, like you sing the resonance of a wine glass and it shatters, this sound and this sonic impulse has the ability to shatter the existing distortion template. This is fucking cool, by the way.
Wow.
And simultaneously restructure, reharmonize, resonate the new. Wow. What do you think, Courtney?
That's incredible. I'm watching it sort of break up.
Yeah, see it all shattering like shards of glass. I'm seeing reptilian.
Reptilian energy leaving.
Yeah, wow. And they're saying you could do this every morning for 5 minutes. Maybe we should make this into a... No, you can do it yourself, people.
It will have a huge impact. Enormous.
And they're saying, notice for 1 minute how your nervous system, how the matrix and the grid of your central energy channel simultaneously disconnects from the entrainment of the Earth's grid, the distortion. And when you're ready, after you've given, receive now from that crystal through your crown, strengthening, harmonizing, structuring. Take it back tenfold. And they're saying you can feel strong in your conviction without even uttering a word to someone in the comments or online. This is a part of the real energetic restructuring. Does this make sense? Literally doing this as a light worker is one of the more potent offerings of your mind energy, drop of water in the ocean type scenarios. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Feels better.
I feel like I'm like really. Okay, what they're saying now. Everyone here needs to receive like a lot more if they're going to be strengthened for the ride, if that makes sense. Because I don't know about you, Courtney, but I feel like the next 5 years is like
it's intense.
Yeah, what the fuck? I feel like I'm on a roller coaster going up, down, up, down, up, down.
And
political shift.
Yeah, it's going to be the dominoes are showing me they're like starting to fall, but they're going to start falling much faster.
And the explosions look bigger, like more dramatic, you could say, drastic.
Yeah, and so it's so important to be doing this work of holding the earth, but also just resourcing yourself, going, traveling, talking to your family.
Yeah, getting the real download, getting the actual, that's why, wow, I feel like crying. I feel like this work is really important because it's not about me or Courtney or any channelers. Like, that's low-level shit. Like, not to disrespect, but like...
No, totally, that's what it is.
Realm of like the most potent energy, the most pure information, the most... And everyone has a key to unlock a certain book, to unlock a certain history, to unlock a certain story. And what the fuck you doing looking at Instagram? Like,
yeah, it's like they're all holding their own template, but it's like these templates can be activated within you. The more that you disconnect from these, the word I hear is manipulative systems.
Yeah.
Systems that are meant to manipulate you, to siphon your energy or keep you small or fragmented.
Let's ask now everyone listening, however your mind conjures a picture or an idea of your, what word did you use, template or manuscript or?
I think template is the word.
Template, yeah. Recognize, and I'm going to give you some examples. Maybe every cell and molecule of water of your body has a grid around it, and that's the template that you're going to activate. Maybe you have a map and it's rolled up on a scroll and it's in your backpack. Maybe your spine has light codes and you see light language. I'm going to be quiet for a minute. Let the visualization of your unique template come to you. And now just as solar panel lights charge and illuminate energy from the sun, let's illuminate and charge. Your quantum templates, because it's not just now. And they're showing me all you need to do is walk upon the earth and things get released. It's like the echo print. Imagine that you walked into a plate, and on the plate was golden glitter, and all you did was walk on the plate, and now everywhere you walk there are little echoes or imprints of your feet. Does that make sense? And those little glitter codes are restabilizing the foundation of the frequency. So they're just a channeled message. You don't need to do something grandiose. You don't need to do something big. You don't need to save someone's life. You don't need to do a Kundalini temple activation. Quite literally. Just activate your temple. Yeah, literally. Yeah, Get out. Courtney, your turn.
They're showing me all the different templates that people are holding, and it's incredible. Like, there's somebody holding a book that has lots of different symbols in it. I see somebody else holding what looks like an architectural blueprint for all these different buildings. I see somebody holding a locket, like a heart locket with a key. It's golden and it has a little ruby on the outside. I see somebody holding a feather, like a pink feather, and it has a quill.
And they're drawing with it.
Yeah, exactly. And that person, I believe she has an artist template within her, and she's meant to reconnect with that creative artist being who had to go dormant to, the word is, survive.
Yeah, survive. I can see her. She has like dark hair. They're saying all of you fit into an archetypal mold or template and are all fractals of each other. Embrace your multidimensionality now. So feel at the back of your shoulder blades. I want you to see, sense, feel like those ancient doorways of light. I would like to just run a multidimensional energy activation where you just claim and reclaim, like they're saying, mermaid templates, the Murian, Christed. Some of you are prophets. Some of you are literally here to spread the message, if this makes sense. Or to provide presence in a moment where someone is having a hard time and you put your hand on their back, and the energy that you run through your hand acts like a fire starter to their being, right? So just feel your shoulders open. Those of you connected to the ancient Egyptian consciousness, you have been playing small. You have been scared to claim that within yourself, not wanting to come across. There's a lot of false light on Instagram, like just people who like the aesthetic of it rather than the energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And no judgment, like do what you want, but they're showing me because you have been scared, and this is a message for me as well, to be lumped in with the disingenuous. You have shielded yourself from owning what is, full stop, what is. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Courtney, this is you too. So I just want to run an ancient Egyptian because many of you have gifts of instant restoration, instant recalibration, instant activation. Many of you are very activating forces.
Catalyst.
Feel your crown on your head. Feel your spine straighten. Feel golden light in your high heart and your throat. Say in your mind or aloud, I reclaim my power, and I wait for further instructions or guidance on how to use it. Nice. Good job. It'll make you feel more whole too.
I feel that.
Okay,
they say like that we can visit them anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're ready to come back.
I think, Courtney, I got the message. You and I need to run a live together and do this for the group. Your people and get my people, like these people together. Because when
there's connections. Yeah. And there's connections within the groups that are going to form. Different healers, configurations of healers, light workers, mystics, sages, prophets, all the people they're gathering, all
keepers.
These grid workers.
See them all. And you know what they're hungry for, Courtney, is to be validated. I feel like people are hungry to be recognized. Like, it's easy to be validated when you have a YouTube channel, right? Just because you put your shit out there. But there are people who are very, very, very powerful in the shadows, working a 9 to 5,
have 4 kids. And like working undercover.
Yes, in the nursing system, in the medical system. I'm just going to put the intention. I want to have like 500 people at a live.
Yeah. It's like maybe like a free class or a live or something. Yeah.
No, it's going to be a paid event. There's a level of... Okay, let me just channel something.
Okay.
There is a level of
Reciprocity.
Thank you. That is being acknowledged in the new era for what one allows to take on for themselves. They show as a permission, they are allowing others to then require that they go out and take for themselves. That the notion of receiving for free should be up to the like obviously there are generous people, but they're saying the exchange that is created energetically under the numerology, the number system, like when you choose a 333 or 444 or 777, dictates and denotes the quality and level of exchange. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
I feel it.
I kept seeing the age, like the infinity too.
Yeah, and they're saying we are walking each other home, yes, but I'm just going to call it as it is. Some light workers are paying their dues more than others, and that's not a judgment. It sounds like a judgment, but what I mean is, how do I explain this without sounding like a bitch? I'm just going to say it. There are no, I'll cut it if I feel weird. There are no free rides and no victims in the walking home to God. Yes, there are different systems, not always monetary, of exchange, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
But they're showing me a network of people. It is disempowering to others to allow them to take the tokens or the free handout. Does this make sense?
Yes.
All the time, because it does not require them to step into their own self-duty, self-care.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So there is a need and a necessity. And they're saying it's up to you how you want to allow the exchange to take place. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Whoa, hang on. There's abundance codes that just want to come through. 1 second. Ooh. Breaking through your solar plexus, your sacral, your heart, your whole front end of your body. You are not weak, you are not poor. You are not repressed or depressed. That is a false narrative. Ooh. Claim your right to want to take care of yourself. Claim your right to want to attract, to want to have for yourself and for others, but yourself. And open your heart and just receive these. Okay, that had to be said.
I agree. Thank you.
And we encourage you all from this experience as we're winding out to create network groups of your own friends and lead each other, guide each other, play with each other in other realms. Say, hey, 4 friends that I know are spiritual, everyone else in my life thinks I'm crazy, but let's get together and let's travel to the inner earth. Let's get together and run information for each other. Groups who are meeting in 4 or more will eventually become like 8, 16, 32 exponential, right? And they're saying this is the wave, this is the movement. And they're saying thank you, Courtney, thank you, Katie, for being like little permission slips for others and moving past and beyond, and moving into bravery of freedom of self-expression, freedom of visibility, freedom of the true light being seen even against the odds, is what they're saying.
Thank you.
I'm done. Courtney, you go.
I'm done too.
Okay, let's wrap up. So, let's just integrate for a minute. So, everybody stand up from your table. There are angelic Pleadian beings that are just washing water through your system.
The water's encoded.
Everything you've heard is now just dispersing. You don't need to attach or overthink or even think about any of this. It will do you well not to think about it, they're saying.
And there's a being that will lead us down out of the temple. He's very tall. Do you see him?
Whoa. Damn. That's the tallest being I've ever seen.
I think is he Pleadian? Yeah, he's Pleadian. Oh, hi. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, he's a guardian. Okay, he's gonna take us. Yeah. Oh, he works with stargates too.
Wow, he's so tall.
So you can follow him out the door. And again, leaving behind the memory of the experience, it will be with you, integrated in whatever. Trust that whatever you receive today whatever it is, it will land. You don't need to remember anything.
Yeah, and like there's a message like if you got triggered by something, just be triggered. That's great. That's fine. Like not everything that's being said has to be your truth as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah. If something doesn't work for you, it's just
put in the bin. Yeah.
Put in the bin. No big deal. You can walk down the path.
And before we come back, I want everyone to just bow and honor every other being. Like just use your senses and feel all of the light bodies that ever tuned into this. You might be like, hey, it's my old friend. Like just recognize each other and just imagine that you're eye gazing for a moment and just let your senses see anyone else in that realm.
Some super incredible, powerful people and beings.
Yeah, that no one knows about yet. Like that just cook soup or something. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, but I hear that a lot of people stepping forward into their gifts in the next 18 months.
Yeah.
And so some people listening to this call will be able to like step forward, bringing forth whatever they feel called to bring, like their art into the world, or their poetry,
there's
lots of different gifts. Exactly. I kept seeing somebody writing poems.
And they're even saying maybe your gift is that you interview people. Like maybe your gift is that you bring out gifts in other people as well. Like start that podcast, start that YouTube, start that channel, start that artwork. And they're saying know that you're worth receiving. I think it's financially or energetically for this in the new paradigm. Like, don't do something because I don't have enough time because I'm working my 9 to 5. No, in the new frequency, this is very important that high frequency work deserves high frequency benefits, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and they show me that you can work with time differently if you need, like, stretch time if you need more time to do something.
To create in the day, do you mean?
Yeah, they're showing me that's a whole different topic, so we could do another one on that. But they're saying we can do that on your channel. We can work with time in a way if we need to create something in the world and we have all these like so-called constraints. I mean, that we perceive as constraints, we can work with time differently so that we can utilize it.
Okay, my friends, so now I'm just going to create little standing wave templates if you wish to receive over the top, front, end, and back end of your chakra templates and your energy body, because I feel that if you really went into this, you probably received a lot of energy. So a standing wave chamber throat heart solar plexus sacral. And now wrap yourself, your whole energy field, in your own sovereign light, like a little warm blanket, and choose your own integration time. So maybe you're going to hear 3 days or 15 days. Just get that now for yourself. And the music just ended. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So coming back into your physical body. Okay, so you might like to just I'm going to keep some music playing in the video. I'm going to let you just keep meditating in that space. But I'm going to call it now. I think Courtney and I should go live, and I'll put all the information about us doing this together in the description box. I send you all my love. Thank you so much, Courtney.
Thank you. All my love to you. And thank you, everyone. It was beautiful.
Keep chilling and write in the comments. What did you see? What did you feel? What's your gift? What's your template? Share it with your friends. Share it with everyone so we can all connect to that meditation. And I love you. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.